Hi, my name is Laurie Clarkson. I'm a parishioner here at Sacred Heart in Troy, Missouri, and I've been blessed to be able to share with you today's gospel reading for today, the Feast of St. Francis Xavier. The gospel says, Jesus said to his disciples, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. Everyone who listens to these words of mine and acts upon them will be like a wise man who built his house on rock. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and buffeted the house. But it did not collapse. It had been set solidly in rock. And everyone who listens to these words of mine but does not act upon them will be like a fool who built his house on sand. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and buffeted the house, and it collapsed and was completely ruined." This reading really spoke to me. The last few Sundays, several Sundays actually, Christ has been speaking to us through the gospel, through scripture, basically stating to stay awake, to be ready. The end of time is coming. Entering the kingdom of heaven is all I've been hearing about for the last few weeks. Must be God telling me to be ready. But when it comes to this reading, he takes it a little bit further. And this line where it says, "Everyone who listens to these words of mine and acts upon them will be like a wise man who built his house on rock." During these times, these tough times during pandemic and political challenges and natural disasters, he refers to rains falling and floods coming. And I think about that with our COVID challenges and our political challenges and our different natural disasters that are occurring and things that are really causing upheaval in people's lives. And I think this part gives me hope. It tells me to continue, not to procrastinate, not to just listen, not to just pray, not to be a bystander, but to act upon the love that God has shared with us. We're supposed to love God with our heart, our soul, and our mind. And then we're supposed to share that love with others. We're supposed to think of others before ourselves. So, when we're dealing with these political challenges and these COVID challenges, I particularly go back to St. Francis Xavier, who acted. He left his life of riches and set out to help others, founding and pledging to be a son of Jesus or a Jesuit, and moving forward with his life to help others, to work in hospitals and care for people. So thank you to all of you who are out there caring for the sick, paying attention to those in need and the poor at this time. I keep thinking there's hope. We can stand on Christ and think of others before ourselves. We can set solid on that rock. And not because we're going to get into the kingdom of heaven. Love is shown in word and deed. But with that great love that God has given us, those deeds come. So continue to pray, continue to love, continue to listen, to keep our hearts open during this Advent to hear what Jesus is calling us to do. Is he calling us to sit home and pray alone, or is he calling us to take those words that he is speaking to us about how to love and how to care for others before ourselves? Is he asking us to do more? Is he asking us to give a little extra? Is he asking us to share our time, our talent, our treasure, to look around to see who needs us? Because love shows in our actions. The actions come from that divine love that he provides to us. And hope this Christmas, there's hope for us. There's hope for others if we can stand solid on that rock of Christ. Because without that rock, we collapse. We're completely ruined. So there's hope when we feel down, when we feel despair, when we feel flooded by political challenges or COVID or just people pulling, our society pulling for us to go a different direction. Remember Christ's love and act on it. How are you going to act on Christ's love this Advent? For me, I will be sharing and caring and trying to find a way to help someone other than myself. Have a blessed Advent. Listen to the call of Christ and see what he's asking you to do. Have a blessed day.